This is Silverton. I'm just about to hit the $1 Million Highway. Alright, I'm ready. I just checked out the camp space. Today I will be going a route that has been recommended to me yesterday by, and this is a shout out to Christian and Cherish, whom I've met at the most random petrol station in the middle of nowhere in the very north of New Mexico, and they recommended to me that I ride the $1 Million Highway, which is somewhere north of Durango, between Durango and Ouray, and that's where I'm going today. By the way, I've been asked to play less music and leave more of the original bike sounds in, and I will start doing that whenever the wind noise isn't too bad. And as I'm making my way now from Pagosa Springs to Silverton, I can tell you the whole story about my encounter with Christian and Cherish. So, the friend that I'm about to visit in Utah on this trip asked me if I'm listening to any music while riding, because obviously it's like an 1100-mile ride. And all I said was, dude, I got the sound of 1400cc to listen to. But, and please let me know in the comments if you ride yourself, in reality our head usually supplies the playlist, doesn't it? So when I met these guys at that gas station and she said that her name was Cherish, my head immediately starts singing Cherish the Love, which was funny in the moment, but not so funny for the next hour and a half, during which that song was stuck in my head until I spotted a billboard with another buzzword that had me mentally play another song. So maybe I'll make sure to have a radio on the next bike I'm buying. Alright guys, this is Silverton. I'm just about to hit the $1 Million Highway. Still haven't got the slightest clue why it's called that. Maybe I'll find the $1 Million on the way. That would help me a lot on this trip. Anyways, I was told it's around 29 miles from Silverton here up to Ouray, and well, let's see what it's about. So yeah, we're heading up the $1 Million Highway here, and this road tops out at around 11,000 feet. On an old carbureted bike like this, you really start to notice the loss of power. And the previous owner emptying the pipes, probably for better sound, definitely doesn't help either. Alter! 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 Oh my God. This right there is just mind-blowing. I think I've just found my favorite ride so far. Alright, down there I can see some houses. I'm assuming that this will be Ouray and we're mostly through here. But oh my God, this was absolutely spectacular. This was the $1 Million Highway, and now I finally understand why it's called that, because these views are worth more than $1 million. So thanks again to Christian and Cherish for the recommendation. It was absolutely worth it. And now I'm gonna head to Moab, which is another 110 miles, another 3 hours more or less. Utah, baby!